It gives you more control. It might even increase your hand speed. It's going to limit your reach, limit your leverage, and limit your power of spin. Okay? It's not one way. There's pros that do that. It's not the standard. But everything has a pro and con to it.
She's great.
We're not going to just throw out what you're doing unless it's really, really going to hold you back.
Rachel.
Okay? Backhand volley now. So the main issue, whether we're in Eastern, where I'm a little bit more over like this, or whether I'm in Continental, when I come to that backhand volley, my face is angled where? Open, right? If I'm in Eastern, it's even more open, right? That's why Eastern, we're going to love that forehand volley. I struggle a bit more with more pressure on our wrist on that backhand volley. In either instance, if I try to punch a volley with an open face,
it's going up.
It's going to go up, and I'm probably going to get killed on the next ball. Now, what we mentioned is we don't have enough time to be switching our grip every time. So we've got to use whatever grip we have, Eastern or Continental, and level out the face of the paddle right before we make contact. So I'll level it out, and then I'm going to be able to punch getting on top of it more here versus too open where I'm inside of this. Set that up. So that's probably the main issue on the backhand line. We don't have that contact point issue as much because our range of motion is restricting us already. And the next major issue I would say is our shoulders. A lot of beginner players will hit those balls. Go ahead and drive at me. If I keep this shoulder back and I just lift with my shoulders, I'm pulling that ball all the time. I'm pulling that ball to the side almost every time I'm swinging from my shoulder across. So I like to take this right shoulder as I'm rolling my knuckles, and I like to tuck that in a little bit more. Now when I'm finishing, I'm following through towards my target rather than away and across my body. Guys, anything else on the back end?
Also, on the back end, we're in Eastern, so I'm in Eastern, even to the Continental, so you see slightly different techniques. The wrist positioning on the back end of Eastern grip is the most uncomfortable part, right? So Eastern grip, here's my natural fit, right? Not going to counter very well like this, but so what I do, I really roll it out pretty far forward. So if you don't have wrist flexibility, the Eastern will be a little bit tough on the backhand side. Now, the one dead area on the Eastern grip right here, I actually will go backhand even right here. Right? I can still feel like I can punch. If it's low, yeah, if it's high up in here, but it's low balls, that's bigger, you still want with that backhand side.
Just understand, guys, no matter what grip you use, every grip has pros, every grip has cons, and many limitations. It's just important to know what those limitations are so we can try to hide those and minimize those so that we're thinking about it.
Well, last piece of the body. I'm using the arm here. I'm not going to get enough on my counter punch to make it an effective counter. The head face is going like a I'm going to send you a boxing class. Okay? This is about putting contact in your body weight. Right? Where we cannot go wrong, or where we do go wrong and we shouldn't, is where we're receiving weights, we know we're being attacked, and we're uncomfortable. We get tall, we step out of it, and we stand back. Right? This is a counter punch or a knockout punch. If I'm going to knock out Matthew, I'm going to be leaning into it, my chin is going to be forward, but where is my contact? It's not going to be all the way out here, and it's not going to be right inside. It's right where I have all of my strength here, all my weight is balanced. Again, you were trying to put as much emphasis in the direction of pace on the attack as possible. Right, so I'm stepping back, or I'm scared to get my drive, and this is my counter punch. Or even better, you just lean back and your head goes up, you will have no energy on it. It's the same thing as if you were going to knock somebody out, you just can't take the shot.
Okay, go ahead and show us the punch in the freeze right before the contact. So look at his posture, right? His chest is more out, not fading off the shot. And look at his elbow. He has bend in his elbow. Now, when he makes contact with this, is he just going to stay with the bend in his elbow, or is he going to try to contact and push through that contact?
Push through.
So think about elbow bend on contact, but then we're going to straighten it a little bit when we actually make contact with the ball. If it's straight Alright, so here are going to be our drills. Now for this segment, we've got different drills. We're going to show the drills with top 4 reports, and we're going to just speed it up a little bit for reports 5, 6, and 7. You're going to be with the instructor. We'll control the team a little bit more. We're on the top 4 reports. Pay attention. These are going to be the drills we're going to be doing. These guys are going to go forehand to forehand. Just watch them. They're fighting forehand every time. Two things. Look at their elbow being tucked in versus a lot of separation. And if they get jammed with their body, they're not just going to do this or try to put that in the point. They are going to slide and create space by sliding their body opposite. Have a look at it. They're finishing closer to their ready position.
What an ass.
Back swing. They're shifting with their weight with their lower body a little bit. They're keeping it short and compact. If they have to go lower, they're going to open up the face of that paddle a little bit more, but not let it as open of a face on a higher ball and avoid it. Very nice. That's our first drill. Forehand to forehand diagonal volleys. From there, we're going to go body to body. Body to body, right in a straight line. This is going to be a backhand kind of day for most of you, especially if you're in that
Go ahead. You're fine.
Again, they're keeping it out in front. If they need to, they're willing to slide their body the opposite direction, like you just did there. Anyway,
You actually can get away with that tilt down, right?
yes, 100%.
Forehand, you cannot get away with this. Backhand, you can get away with having that tilt down.
It actually gives you a little bit more reach to make contact out in front versus popping that wrist through if you can't go front. So as long as we're flexed here, we can push forward. We can
I'm
still
probably a little higher than 3.5. It was about a year ago.
Last drill, this is going to be a workout. Who wants to work out? Happy day, all right? Teacher, student, they're still going to go body to body like they just were. Right in each other's belly button. Ethan's going to be the teacher, though. That's going to be the student. He's going to try to alternate between forehand and backhand volleys. So it's going to force him, after each shot, to slide and create space opposite direction each time. Let's see it here. Look at how he's creating space. He's keeping his hips square, keeping the paddle out in front, allowing him to be controlled. Like, look at this guy go. So that one's going to be pretty tiring. Probably won't do that for about